You're listening to Downright Dreaming, a podcast hosted by me, Kate.
And me, Tanya. We chat about big dreams, creating your next level life, and a whole lot of girl talk.
A podcast where no dream is too big and no topic is off limits.
This is the Downright Dreaming Podcast.
Welcome to the Downright Dreaming Podcast, episode 1.
Hell yes, we are here for episode 1, and we're going to kick things off with the topic, go big or go home.
Literally.
Literally.
So I'm your co-host, Kate.
And I'm your co-host, Tanya.
And should we just jump into it?
Let's just do it.
Let's just get started. So go big or go home, literally. That really means literally for us.
For us, we both moved to Los Angeles from Australia. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we titled it Go Big or Go Home was because for us being...
For us. That was a nice... That was a really nice note.
Oh God, I'm going to be giggling for you. For us, moving to Los Angeles, stop.
I can't
be serious.
I'm here
Moving,
for
moving to Los Angeles.
Yes.
If you are from a foreign country,
Mm-hmm.
that's the title of this episode is your reality. It's like go big or go home. You got to be bold. You got to go out there. You got to try your damn best, or you're literally going to end up back in your home country, and that's just the fact.
It's not a bad thing, but if you want to go after something and go for those goals, you don't want to end up, and we shouldn't really say end up, because maybe we might go back to Australia one day,
Well, yeah, but we love Australia.
We do love Australia. We're not dissing our country.
Not at all.
Bloody love it. We go there all the time. We're always back and forth.
Yeah.
But I'm back and forth a lot. You're welcome. You are welcome, family. You speak for yourself. You're like, I've only gone back once in 10 years.
No, I've been back a lot.
Yeah, you've been back a lot.
No, I go back.
But go big or go home, literally, I think it can apply to anything.
For sure. Yeah.
Not just like relating to our moves. And we didn't move here together. We moved here separately. Like moved here 10 years ago. I moved here about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
TBD on the exact date on that. I need to work out how long I've been here.
I know. Can you please?
Yeah.
And let's talk about it because it's comical. The things that we used to do.
The things that we did.
And the life that we lived.
It
was rough in these streets, people. I'm not saying that lightly. Like,
no.
We were rash. Well,
you had it. No, I was going to say, wait. Wait a second. I mean, I had it pretty damn good when I moved here. My situation was very different, though, compared to yours. When you first moved here. So let's give them a little backstory. We're not going to spend too much time on this because we're going to do a full episode on our moves.
Yeah.
Us as people, what we did before we do what we do now. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be a separate episode.
Yeah, let's keep it separate.
Yeah.
However, tell them, like you moved for Neil. It was like a 50-50. It was a 50,
yeah.
And Neil.
So Neil is my partner, 50%. He's American, and I was living in Australia. We'll do it really, ready? Count to 10. I was living in Australia. He's American. We were both on tour. We met in China. We did long distance for about 4 years. And then 4 years, literally.
Jeez.
Insane.
You guys deserve an award.
I know. I will take that award.
You deserve a
big
award.
Fat award. A big trophy.
I don't know how you guys did it.
Oh,
I don't never.
Looking back, oh God, I didn't even know. Stresses me out thinking about it. But when people are like, you know what, I'm not going to diss on anyone in long distance relationships, but God, from country to country is really freaking hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is more than 10 seconds now, so stop counting to 10.
Into it.
You're into it?
I've heard the story. I'm like,
I know. We will do a full episode on both of our partners and how we met, because it's very interesting. Both of our stories, I think, are.
Yeah, let's for sure do that. We've got to give them back.
Very interesting. But we met in China, and then I moved back to Australia. He moved back here, and then it was just kind of, well, it's either we stay together or we break up. And the deal was I'll move to LA because I have a lot more opportunities in the entertainment world, where Ten and I are both professional by trade.
By trade. Give me a break. Putting us in the tradie list.
By trade.
Oh my gosh. We're both professional dancers. No trade. Just that's who we are.
Are you not a carpenter on the side? Are you not a chippy?
You're not an electrician on the side? Not cleaning toilets?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm crying already. So to come here, more opportunities. And yeah, I don't even know where I needed to come back to.
No, okay, let me wrap it up.
Okay, wrap up my story because you know it so well.
You moved to Los Angeles with a relationship.
Yes, thank
with
you.
an established partner.
Yes.
Who was here
Living
crushing
here,
it.
crushing it
already. So you had like a little like
A house.
foundation that you moved into. Like,
Exactly.
you slotted into someone who had already created a life here. He had
Already
the
had
roads, he had
friends.
a car,
Yeah.
he had the
Yeah.
he had the things going on. I, on the other hand, was a little 19-year-old
Other
with
side of
big
the spectrum.
eyes and big dreams, getting off a plane with a suitcase going, here I am, world.
Here I am, LA.
What do you have for me? So it was a
19.
little different.
19.
19. And let me tell you about my go big or go home in regards to the first car I had. I don't even know if this place still exists.
Was I in the first car? No, was that the first car you had?
Babe,
No.
No one really ever saw the first ar except for those people who were here back in
Right.
that day.
Yeah.
Because it was a rental car from a place called Rent a Wreck. When I say it was rough in these streets, people, I need you to
Are
understand.
you serious?
Yeah.
Rent a wreck.
Rent a Wreck.
You
Wait,
went
gets
to
better.
rent a wreck and thought, yep, this
It gets
is for me.
better. It gets better. I rented a car from Rent a Wreck that had staples in the ceiling and was absolute trash. And then I had to find a place because it was so long ago. This is how ancient I am. There was no Airbnbs.
Like,
I had
literally
to-
the same age.
I had to, it was so long ago. It was 7 years ago.
Wow.
This is how I found a place to live on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Walking
Still
into
around.
people's places, could have been murdered.
Well, whoa. Wait, they lived there and you were renting a room
I was renting a room
from Craigslist. Okay, Craigslist, that's hard to explain. If you're not American, then it's just like
It's sketchiness.
it's a really, I think when it first came about, it was, people used to look up on Craigslist all the time for like secondhand things. It's kind of like Facebook Marketplace, I think.
That's
Right?
really
That's,
good.
yeah, like the equivalent nowadays.
Like if you need a roommate, if you need people sell cars,
Yes,
people sell
couches,
furniture.
yes, yeah.
That's a great
Yeah. But it's still around, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
And it wasn't as
So you
nice
just knock on their door and walk into their house and be like, "Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm looking for a room."
Yes, and I ended up living with a 6-year-old lady.
That's right.
In
I
a
mean, I
rent-a-wreck.
wasn't around then, but I remember you telling me this.
In a rent-a-wreck, living with a 6-year-old lady. I did have the master bedroom though. I'll give myself that. So
Primary.
that was that. I'm taking it way back. Like that was like in my first 6 months of Los Angeles, right?
Yes.
So
11 years ago.
11 years ago. But when you got to LA, I wasn't that rough, but
No,
I
you
wasn't
weren't, no.
where I am today.
No,
By
definitely not.
nowhere means was I here.
Yeah.
And you, like, you guys have, I can't wait for your episode when we talk about you and Neil, because
Yeah.
I've loved watching you guys just grow together. And I loved your Koreatown apartment. Oh, we
I
did talk about
know.
that for ages.
I know.
I took
And that
naps.
couch.
Oh, that
I
couch.
know. I can't bring it up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
That
I
couch.
forget I cannot bring up this couch.
It was beautiful.
It was
It
beautiful.
was the nap couch of my dream.
I know. Tan is a nap queen.
No,
Do you still nap?
No,
You don't. I know. Maybe you should.
You know why I think I don't nap anymore? Because when I met AJ,
Yeah.
AJ's my man, for those who don't know. He's also American. You'll hear the backstory eventually.
we'll get
somewhere
into
in here.
that.
There's a lot you guys don't know about. Sorry. We just keep throwing things out, being like, you'll know.
I feel like it's like one of those TV shows that you watch and then like a random character pops in. You're like, oh, who's that? And they're like, hey, Jerry. And then Jerry disappears.
Yeah.
And then he comes back.
And then he comes back and he's actually a really important
And you're like,
character.
oh, yeah, Jerry from episode 1.
Yeah. Well, that minute of Jerry. Well, AJ is my man.
I feel like it's like that.
It is like that. But when I met him,
Yeah, gosh.
I cleaned up my diet because I was eating peanut butter cups for dinner.
Yes. I used to bring you peanut butter cups.
I know. It's Bowie,
Bowie.
playing with toys.
Always my dog. I can leave him outside the door and he just dropped his ball on the floor because he
Yeah.
wants to play.
He's ready to play.
I know.
But I cleaned up my diet and a lot of things in my life started to shift. And then I swear, and you're going to laugh at me, but I just wasn't as tired. Like, I think, like, my diet was healthier, so I don't nap as much anymore. But I was tired. Physically, spiritually,
I know.
energetically, emotionally.
I know. Like
Like-
it was to the point where I'd call Tan and you'd be like, I'm taking him. Oh, you wouldn't even answer. Or sometimes you'd answer and say, I'm taking him out.
Yeah. But I used to go to your place to just take
Take it out. Yeah, and do washing.
Oh my god.
You used to. We were, so, okay, so let's go back to, you moved here,
Yeah.
rent-a-wreck. I moved here, not rent-a-wreck.
Yeah, she was driving a nice Prius.
It was, I mean, you know what, like, Neil was very established here. He had already been living here for, I don't even know. I think he's been in LA for like 13 years. So he was already living here for so many years, lived in a house. I mean, we had roommates that were amazing. And then we got our own place.
Yeah.
And just kind of, it was so nice. And I literally give you so many props. I don't know if I would have, I mean, you just took your big dream and just like literally jumped. You moved here not knowing anyone. Did you know anyone?
One friend.
One friend.
Yes.
One friend. One person. You knew one person in a random country.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got on the plane.
Yeah.
One suitcase. Nothing else. And just did it.
You know what though? When I think back to this, because I agree, like even though it's like
It sounds
a story,
crazy.
I think about that time and I'm like, I would never do that now. However, it's like what's that word when you don't it's gonna drive me nuts. I don't think it's not even on the tip of my tongue. Like the word's not there. Like you don't know what you're getting into, but you like when you're a beginner and like you just like
rose-colored glasses.
Basically, that's
Okay.
a good way to put it. I was just like I wanted
Naive.
to dream. That's it.
Hey.
Just dreaming. I was naive, and I didn't know what I didn't know.
Dictionary.
I didn't know how like all the ups and downs that I was about to step into. I didn't know all the trials and tribulations I was about to come across. And you know what else? I will say this. Physically, like because obviously I moved here to be professional. Yes, I started you. But like growing up, and even though I was really young, I was prepared to do the work side of it. Like I'd already worked a lot in Australia, so like physically
and other countries as well prior to LA, prior to the United States.
Yeah, so like physically on paper, like what do I need to do to book the jobs and to like move here and to do the things?
Yeah,
I knew what to do.
Yeah,
mentally, I was not prepared.
No.
For the shit show that was about to slap me down.
No.
However, though, this is like also why I love the evolution of these dreams.
Evolution of the dream.
The evolution of the dream.
I feel like that's just going to be in every single episode.
I know, it's like the comments.
I love it.
I love the evolution of the dream because with this journey, moving to Los Angeles, going through so much chaotic stuff, it's turned me into who I was today. It made me get very interested in mindset coaching.
Yeah.
It made me, but actually not even mindset coaching. It just made me want to fix my mindset because I was like not able to handle some of the stuff that we have to handle here, like by myself.
Yeah, especially by yourself. And not being able to have, I mean, we have great friends. We have the best. We have the best friend
That's
group.
the only reason why I was able to survive.
Yeah, we have the best friend group here. Most of us are Australian. I feel like Australians just kind of, I think any culture, you just kind of gravitate towards.
Flock together.
You just flock together. Like a, flock of, what's a flock?
Flamingos.
Flamingos. No, you know what? I don't think that is a flock.
Fact check.
Fact check that.
Put that on your list.
Okay, what do you think? I think it's a group of flamingos. No, maybe it is a flock.
I don't know why you're asking me. I have no idea.
I feel like I know these random things.
Yeah.
My brain knows these random things. But anyway, getting a little, backtrack. Getting a little
talking about flamingos.
We have such a great friend group, and I think anywhere you go, if you are not from that country, your friends just become your family, and that's what we did.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really, really quick. More so than what you do normally. I think
we didn't really have anyone else. So like Christmases, Easters, we relied on each other.
Every holiday, we just had each other. And obviously, I also had Neil at that time. I think I was like the only friend with a partner.
Yeah,
at that time,
for a really long time.
Yeah,
and this is actually making me think too. Like one thing that we both had, like we went after big goals. We went after the big dream, which was moving here and like stepping into the entertainment industry and doing all that stuff. But we had this support squad of friendships and you had Neil, but like the friendship group, we held each other together like glue and duct tape.
Well, we had to.
We were duct
I
taping.
think it's a
ourselves
little bit different. I mean, I think it's so different now because we've all got our shit together. Most of our shit together.
Totally.
I
As much
think
as shit you
as
can get
much
together.
as we can. I mean, there's
We've
definitely
really
still
progressed.
shit. There's definitely still shit on a weekly basis.
We've definitely progressed. We've come a long way.
Yeah, but you know, we just held each other accountable.
Yeah.
We held each other accountable for everything, and we didn't have any other choice
No.
because it was like go big, go home, literally.
That is on the line.
And at one point, you know, we both went through that cycle of like shit.
I did go home. I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
You weren't here yet.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I met you when you were at home.
Was it?
Yes,
Oh
you were
my
at
gosh,
home.
it was.
And you weren't sure
Yes.
like what was going on. You didn't weren't like, is LA the place?
Yeah.
Do I love it still? You were so burnt out. You've been doing so much.
Yeah.
You were like hustle, 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 toxic hustle.
Toxic hustle.
Like
and now I
really
obviously,
bad.
I teach this stuff, and I swear, Ham, like if I could
Ham.
go back, Ham,
Get on to
just
that.
get used to it. Ham, Vivian,
It
new
is
co-host.
what it is. New co-host. I'm your co-host Ham, and this is Vivian.
Vivian. You're welcome to call us Ham and Viv.
Yeah.
If I go back to think to my 19 to 23, 24-year-old self, I want to just give her a hug, man. Like, I just want to be like, she didn't know. Poor girl. She was hustling with all the wrong energetics, with all the wrong mindset. But again, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have the business I have today. I wouldn't be teaching what I teach today. So,
do you think if you could go back, would you do it like?
I would do the exact
same
same thing.
thing?
And I'll tell you why. Because that moment that I moved home, that I moved back to Australia,
Yeah.
was in my head my biggest failure. Like, that was in my mind. I
think?
was like, no, in my head at the time.
Okay.
Like, I was like, I left. Like, I gave up. Because I went home, like, for realsies. Like, closed my bank account. Sold
Did you?
everything. Yes, I had nothing to my name here. Gave everything away. So
Your
I was...
car? Your record? No,
Red
you
Truck
had a
was on.
different record. That
I had a car, but it was not. It was basically could have been Rent-A-Rex next.
Rent-A-Rex next 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. But for me in the moment, like when I moved home, I was like, I failed. Like I didn't, even though I'd done so many jobs, like that was the funniest part, was like I had so much success, but energetically and like just how I felt here I got to a place where I was just not handling life here very well. So when I moved home, just changing environments, I was reminded by myself and just from like friends and meeting you and you being like, so what did you do? And just when I talk about my time in LA, it made me see myself differently.
How great it was.
Yeah, it made me be like,
I was just about to say that. Like, on an outsider's perspective, you're thinking that you failed. And I hadn't moved to LA yet, wanted to do everything that you've been doing, have an agent, professional gigs, you know, everything that you've been doing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, she's amazing. She's the best. She's done everything. And you're thinking...
Say it again. Say it loud.
Say it loud when people are that. And you're thinking, I can't fucking do this. I suck. I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do. Isn't that crazy?
Let's just clarify, for those people who aren't in the entertainment industry, it's job to job. Like, unless you have like a specific contract that you're on for like a year or something,
salary, which is very rare, I would say.
Yeah,
I would say like in the 1%.
Very rare. You're on your own. You're on a job, whether it's a day, a week, 2 weeks, 1 month. If you're lucky, maybe like a few months.
Yeah.
But after that, it ends and you're back to the drawing board. Like there is no other job. So what got me to that point was, even though I had all this stuff that I'd done, I was always constantly like, what's the next thing?
Like starting over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like even, you know, like you go on this big tour, but it's like, it's only 3 months.
Yeah.
And then you're thrown back into the deep end.
Literally.
You're thrown back with everybody else. It's getting, like, interviewing for the job, getting the job, staying at the job for the 3 months, and then getting fired.
Yeah.
and resubmitting.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's not, you don't get fired, but that's what it's like.
But you know what? I love it because we're literally living a dream.
Yeah.
And like, I wouldn't have done it. I would prefer to have done that 1,000 times over than have done anything else.
Yeah.
Like, there was no plan B.
No.
No plan B. Even when I moved back home, it was just dance again.
Yeah.
But this is what it's like when you move to LA too. It's literally go big. Like, that's what you're here for. You're
Yeah.
here to, like, see what you can accomplish. Like, you have to keep the goo goo gaga lenses on your
Yeah.
eyes, like, and just continually remind yourself why you want it, how much you love it, how excited you are for the next
Yeah.
job. Like, you just see it. You got to be
It's
so
hard to do
committed to the
sometimes.
vision.
It's so hard to, like, especially when you're in that, like, not great mindset that you were in. It's so hard. And especially because everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's, like, living their lives. Like, you had a great set of friends here. I wasn't here yet, so you didn't have me yet. So.
I didn't have you yet.
You didn't have me yet. But you just, I don't know, I feel like no one, this is just LA, everyone's just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
People don't fucking care.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's the whole world, but, like, people don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, you can't handle it, then okay.
Okay.
See ya.
Next. I actually want to
That's
touch on,
really
like,
the
the
hard truth.
failure topic.
Yeah.
Because even though, like, and this is failure in general, I feel like what actually held me back is not wanting to fail, and what actually set me free and made me accelerate faster was failing.
Yeah.
Because
failing.
because you know
I'm
what?
doing bunny.
Yeah, failing.
I don't know what they're called.
What are these? Fact check. Check.
Fact check.
But failing.
Quotation? No. Annotation?
Oh, quotation.
Is it quotation?
Bunny ears for now.
Bunny ears. I'm doing the air bunny ears if you're just listening and not looking at video.
Yes. There's a lot of fingers floating around. Failing, we fear it.
Yeah.
And what we don't realize is that we can handle it, but we fear it. And then by not thinking we can handle it, we try to avoid it.
Yeah.
And then we fear it so deeply, we end up manifesting it.
Yeah.
But the failing, once you go through something that you maybe deem I failed here, or maybe even if you're going through something right now, if you're listening to this, and you're
like related to anything.
and you're like, I didn't do that dream yet. I've been doing it for X amount of years. It hasn't happened yet. It's like the failure is proof that you're always going to be okay. Like,
yeah,
what happened when I went home and I had failed? I was like, I survived.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm waking up and my mum's here doing my laundry, cooking me lunch.
And making a cup of tea.
I book another job. I meet you.
Yeah.
Like, you're okay. Life goes on. Like, we think this one moment that is a failure, fingers floating around again, is going to take us out and we're going to die.
Yeah, like, you're going to fail and that's it. Life's over.
Yeah.
Done.
But once you just do it, you're like, oh my God, I'm still here. Life's fine. I have thoughts again. I'm inspired again. I move on.
Yeah.
And it frees you and you move quicker.
Yeah, that could be with anything, like new job, new career, new business, side hustle, whatever. You know, you get like one sale in your first day. You're like, that's it. I'm out.
Or no
sales. Yeah, and then you're like, all right, well, throw in the towel in. Here we go.
Well,
Moving on.
Like,
you know,
in real estate, like,
God, every day is a failure, but you just keep going.
Exactly. Like, you just got to keep going. You got to have that commitment to the vision.
Yeah, because if you don't, then it's just all that hard work that you put in, it just disappears.
Yeah.
It just goes away.
Yeah. And it's like every experience, like, let's use the real estate for example, because it's a good one. Like, it's a good one. And you're in it. Every, like, and you can also be like, yes, that's correct, or that's completely off track.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you so much. If you walk into a sale,
a sale, like a house.
A house, yeah. When you walk into a house for sale, a sale, yeah, a house for sale.
Okay.
And maybe you realize you didn't know what I'm going off what I used to know in sunset. Maybe you didn't know what the roof was, or you didn't know what the tile was, and then they don't like it, they don't want to buy it, whatever.
Okay.
And then you feel like you failed, but now you know. I need to make sure I do this or whatever. It's a stepping stone. It's like a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It gives you the right pivot. It gives you the right nudge to be like, you need to learn your shit more.
Yeah.
And then because of that moment, that failure, you'll be like, and I know you will go home and study.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm going to never forget that tile ever again in my life.
I love that you know that I will. Yes. Yeah. I'm very like that. I like to be good at things. You know what? Maybe that's not a great thing, but I do like to be good at things. And I do like to know things. Like, if I'm going to do something, I want to actually excel. I have to do 110%. I've always been like that.
I know, and I've always admired that about you. And I really noticed it when you guys got this house.
Yeah.
And when you dove into, was this a part of your real estate thing?
Yeah.
Like doing all your renovations in the
Yeah.
house?
Yeah. And then me going, whoa, I think I should do this. Like, I love this. I'm obsessed.
So good. You're
Yeah.
going to definitely renovate. I can't do this for shit.
I know. I'll renovate your house.
I'm so bad
I
at
can't
this.
wait to renovate your house. And decorate
Can you
it.
renovate my office? Can you give me a
Office,
sexy
decorated.
office?
I'm very excited.
Maybe like a beanbag chair?
Big bag. Do they still have big bag chairs? I can see you on a big bag chair.
Or like one of those chairs that hang from the ceiling, like you
Okay.
swing in it.
To make sure there's like a good stud and like a good place to put that.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
That's the shit I don't think about.
Yeah, no, you just put it in and sit. I'd be like, the whole house comes down. Yeah, call in the contractor. No, but I know. I mean, I think it is. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I think maybe for me. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me if it's not. But I think sometimes it's hard for me to not do something without fully 110% doing it. Like, even to the point where if I know that I want to, this is like silly, but if I want to like put the washing on, that I want to like complete that task.
You want to cross off the
Yeah,
list?
or like with the whole thing though.
Mm.
Like, it's hard for me to just half do something and then go to the next thing.
I think that's just a personality
I know.
trait.
Yeah.
But
Neil
It-
hates it, I think. No, I think he loves it. I don't know.
it makes you who you are. And
Yeah.
I love it about you because you're so on top of your shit.
I mean, I think I am. Thanks, Tan.
Oh my God. We forgot to do our biggest dream.
Should we take a little break?
Let's do it now.
Should we take a little break and or should we just do it at the end? You know, I actually thought about that. Okay, so let's just tell them. Should we just tell them? What
Let's just tell them.
Well, I thought about it in the middle when we started to talk, and then I was like, oh, well, we'll just do it at the end.
We're in it.
We're in it now. Do you want to just wait? We'll just,
No, I wanna do it now.
We'll let them sweat.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. We'll wait till the end.
We'll wait to the end.
God, it better be good now.
Better be good. Okay, so we'll keep it for the end.
We've built up some hype around this thing.
This thing.
This thing that
We're thinking we're going to do something every episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
All right, we'll do it at the end.
Big. Okay, so now we're just talking about my
Okay.
bad positive and negative personality traits. We should do an episode on that.
So now we're talking about Kate's OCD.
Yes,
to
seriously.
Okay, well, you know what we can talk about? When I think about the way you went after going from when you got your real estate license,
Yeah.
and when you joined Compass, when you joined the
Brokerage,
company, yep, I don't know how
The-
I don't know the
the-
word. You joined that place,
Yeah,
you
the
joined the
company.
brokerage.
Yeah.
The way you went after that,
Yeah, that was. I actually look back and that was insane.
it was insane, but I obviously was already doing my mindset coaching business,
Yeah.
and I was like, you are like my ideal client. Like, if I could meet someone that has that mindset, it
Right.
would be like my dream client. Like, someone's just like, I am so fucking, I want this. I
Yeah.
believe. Share the people, because it's share the people.
Share the
with-
people. Share the people. I feel like I need to sit up.
Share
I
with
mean,
people.
I don't know. You know what? I think we both work very good like this, and maybe someone else, if you're listening, does as well. And this, I think, comes back to the way we were trained as dancers.
Mm.
When it's probably not a healthy way to look at it, but I kind of look at it as a positive. When someone just not tells you you're bad, but like you're getting corrections and not criticized, but like someone's like pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and saying like you're not going to get that job. Like, you're never going to be good enough. You're not tall enough. You don't have blonde hair. You don't have whatever it is. We've heard all the things as dancers. Dancers can definitely relate to that. Not a healthy way to look at it. But I think I was going, I wanted to be at this particular brokerage, and I heard that they didn't take new people. They just didn't do that. And my mind has gone, well, I'm going to fucking be that person.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that person. They're going to hire me, and it's going to be great. So I interviewed with about 20 different companies because I really wanted to see my OCD brain, how everyone worked, and then pick the best one, even though I already knew. I knew deep down what I really wanted, but I felt that I still needed to look at all the options. Jesus, can't talk.
Options.
Just in case, even though I wasn't going to let this happen, but just in case I didn't get that job, even though there was not a fucking chance that I wasn't going to get that job. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting.
I knew I was going to get it,
Yeah.
but still I did all of the other extra work, like fluff, just in case. And then, I think I put it on my vision board, And
I can see it.
yeah, I
There it
did.
is.
Yeah, I put it on my vision board, last year, and just, I don't know, I think that really, I just like already was in the mindset. Like they say, when you're a dancer, you walk into the audition like you've already booked the job.
Mm-hmm.
Neil says this all the time too. You go to the audition like you've booked the job. You go to the interview like you've already booked the job, and you're on your first day of work.
Totally.
And that's what I did.
Well, let's, like, everything you're saying is so spot on, and I'm trying to, like, extract.
Extract.
I'm trying to extract, like,
Extract.
the things here. Like,
Extract.
us moving to LA, like, from our personal stories.
Yeah.
Us moving to LA, like, you doing what you did to get into that brokerage, which is, like, was hard as fuck. Like, I
Yeah.
can't even believe you got in there and you did it the way you did, was so badass. And then the way I started my business, like, I'm thinking about these, like, core mindset principles that everyone who is going after a really big goal, who is going after a really big dream,
Whatever it is.
it is, can use and be like, okay, if I focus on these 3 things, it'll keep me in the right direction.
Yeah. Tell us the 3 things.
High belief in ourselves, high belief in yourself and your ability and skill. Like, when I got off that plane, like, no one believed me but me. No one even knew I was.
I mean, I believed in you. But I just met you. But I did.
Thank God. You need a friend like him. You emailing these brokerages.
Yeah.
Is that the right
Yeah,
word?
that's right. Good job.
High fucking belief. Like, there was no doubt. There was like, I've got this. And you're allowed to have doubt. There will be days that you do doubt. And there will be days that you have the fear, and there will be days where you're just not in the zone.
Yeah.
However, having a high belief in your ability and skill and who you are and what you have come here to do or what you want to do is the first thing. It's like working on your belief system. That's number 1, high belief. Number 2 is making the big, bold move.
Yeah.
And, well, obviously for us, it was getting on a plane and doing the visa and doing the thing.
Oh, and that's a whole.
But for you, it was sending the email.
Yeah. So it could be really big. Like, a big, bold move could be
moving countries.
Or it could be just, like, getting out of the house.
Yeah, getting out of the house.
You know? Like, it could be anything. My emails are going crazy. It could be
Very
anything.
important.
You know, like, big, bold move doesn't need to be buy a jet.
No, it's just going to be like a step closer.
It could be less
step in the right direction.
Yeah, like, we don't have anything at home to eat. Let's, I don't know, instead of like going to that bad option, get something else.
Exactly.
If it makes you feel, like you said, it made you feel better, changing your eating habits.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
another good example in like a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a partnership, it's like that big bold move is telling them you're not available for the call or you're not available for them to speak to you like that. Like, that, it doesn't have to be, like you said, this drastic thing. And you're like, if I don't buy the jet,
buy a jet.
take it. Buy a jet.
Put that
Put
out
that
there.
on the list.
It's on the list. We're buying a jet.
So we have high belief.
You know, you can design your own jet when you buy it.
Be like, oh wait, that's not right.
Build your own jet. No, you can. You can design all of the interior, the carpet, the color of the leather, and everything.
Kardashian and Kylie Jenner did.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
they
yeah.
do.
Let's do it. So we should do that.
Okay, we'll do that.
It'll be
downward dreamy. It'll be like clouds, colors.
blue.
Yeah,
Like our brand color.
it'll be a sky inside the sky.
Oh,
A sky. Wait,
a sky on the outside of the plane or on the inside? So like the plane looks like a sky. That might be
no,
dangerous.
that's dangerous. Inside, when you get onto the plane, it'll be like cloud seats. I don't know.
Well, we
Okay, you know what? I'll leave it
we need to brainstorm. Leave it to the designer.
She's like, absolutely not.
My brain
cloud
had
seats.
cloud seats.
She's like, okay.
You can't see me right now.
You're not allowed to be a part.
I'm shaking my head.
You're not allowed to be a part.
Maybe that could be like white leather.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Right.
Continue.
Yeah. Actually, you're done. Interior designing is not your forte.
A cloud. A seat in the shape of a cloud. A fluffy seat.
A fluffy.
You would love that.
I would.
I know. Well, just, you know what? Let's make you, in the jet, your own fluff seat. You can have your own cloud seat.
Tanya fluff seat.
Tanya fluff. Okay,
let's get back to it. We
You
did.
did number
high
one.
belief.
High belief. Number two.
Was make
Oh,
a
big-
big
A boot.
Make a big bold move,
Make a
baby.
big bold move.
Make a move. Make a decision. Take an action step. take an action step. Is
Yeah.
a better way to say it? Take an action step that supports the goal.
Yeah.
And then number 3 from both of our stories, especially the dance one,
Yeah.
is being like persistent and being willing to like do the long haul. Like the example that we said about real estate. Like you may not get a sale for your first 3 months.
Yeah.
But can you stay in it? Because your first 3 months, your first year might be shitty.
Yeah.
10 years later, you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be willing
for the long.
not immediate gratification.
Yeah. That's like everything though. Like you open up your small business, you open up your storefront, like no one might walk in.
Yeah.
You might go the whole weekend, no one comes in.
And let me just also say, even though I'm saying let's not get excited about immediate gratification, but also you don't have, like, you may be successful in a night. Like, be
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Be
It's
open
not
to-
going to just be failure.
Yes.
Like because you've taken that next step, it's not going to fail. I think like maybe failure is the wrong word in that. Maybe it's just like it's like you're going down a path and maybe all of a sudden the path just kind of turning a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're going on a different path.
Bit of a pivot.
Bit of a pivot turn.
Bit of a pivot.
Kickball
turn,
change.
Bit of kickball change.
You know, like it's not all going to look the same as you've planned it to be.
Yeah. I remember one of my mentors was talking to me about like the path to entrepreneurship. And she was like, people want it to be like, start your business. And if you guys can, no, you guys can't see me. Maybe they can.
I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see
We
it.
haven't,
If not,
we haven't
just
decided where this video is going to be. So anyway, my fingers
are together.
are together.
Explain it to
I'm
the people.
pointing it down. I'm pointing. Okay, my fingers are together, pointing.
There's a lot of finger talk. Maybe the episode should be called.
My God, we're going off track. All I'm saying is, oh my goodness, you start here and you expect like the growth, the success journey to just be a line up.
Yeah.
This goes for everything. And what does it fucking end up being, Ham? Tell us. It's a fucking damn squiggle. You
Yeah,
are
it's a
round in
squiggle.
circles. You are up and down to the right and the left. You are down, 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 and up,
And then down, down, down. It's like a little doodle on a page.
Yes.
Not a doodle, not the squiggle doodle.
Not an actual
dick. It's not a dick on a page. A doodle on
You
a
know
page.
what? Maybe my graph might have a dick in the
I'm sure it does. We'll get
what
up to
we've
that.
covered- What we've covered in this is proof of like even the downs
Yeah.
in the dip. Without the down, you can't get to that next
No.
level. You can't get to the higher, to that next height,
Yeah.
to that next step.
Yeah, exactly. You have to go down to go up. And then
Yeah.
new things kind of happen along the way. Like we still have so many goals, and we'll get onto that soon in a second about our dreams.
Ooh,
Our
the thing.
little thing at the end that we're going to do every episode.
Kate, you better nail that.
No. We're going to do every episode. But what was I going to say? I just fell in love with podcasts like in 2020, and we didn't know we were going to make a podcast. Like this is now like a new thing, like a new mountain in the doodle.
It's a new graph that's being presented. It's a new doodle.
Why are we giggling at
I
doodle?
don't know. We need to wrap it up.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
Okay, so let's finish.
Let's wrap it up on doodle.
Wrap up on doodle. Let's wrap up this first episode. So we're probably going to do these at the beginning of the episode, I think now, but let's just do it at the end.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to make any promises. We're just going to do whatever the fuck we
We
want.
may forget again because it's our podcast.
Yeah, so we can just do whatever we want. Okay, so we're going to do a weekly. What is your weekly dream?
What is your weekly dream?
Or we could probably come up with a better name.
Yeah, we need to come up with a better name.
Maybe DM us. DM us. Sound off in the comments.
Weekly dream. No, dream something.
It's going to be just a weekly dream. So this is Tan and I.
Karate.
You can't see us. I'm moving my arms too much. Tan and I's weekly dreams. It could be anything. So we both decided that it could literally be making dinner every night of the week and not going out for takeout. That could be like, you know what I mean, like a thing that you've done,
Like,
like
I
a
don't
dream.
want to
No,
do that.
no. I mean,
Even though I actually do.
I do
what
that,
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
I usually like one night out.
Yeah.
One night. Usually we do one night
I
takeout.
want to get tired for
That's what we normally do. Oh well, we could get time in. I'm like, we could. I'm just inviting myself into my
I
house.
was like, I was like, I just want to drive all the way.
We can get time in. We used to always go. My mom used to go to that spoon place.
Okay, before we wrap up,
Oh my god!
Alright, let me tell you a story
To say.
that makes
Before-
absolutely no sense.
Before we wrap, we have to tell you this story. This just is going to explain our relationship even more.
Yes, and where your crazy like skill set of like being like, let's just get the task done, came in very handy.
I love how you didn't even have to say anything. I said tie and spoon, and then we both knew exactly
Yeah.
what we were talking about.
So Kate and I were having time. We're having a really beautiful like lunch day.
Lunch day. Love a lunch day.
I love a lunch day. And I'm like eating my Penang
Spicy
curry or
Penang, yeah.
something. It was so
Really
good.
good.
It's still good. We still go there.
Oh god, you still go there
Yeah.
after this happened?
I went there like 2 weeks later.
This is the difference between you and me. I would never go back. I would never go back because of what happened to you.
You've never been back there?
Hell no.
It's been like 6 years.
Nah, I wouldn't go back.
Oh my god, it's so good. You're missing
I
it.
know it's really good.
All right, so I was eating my curry. like really long
Okay.
show. I was eating my curry, and I had something in my eye. I had like an eyelash. I had an eyelash in my eye or something. So I'm eating my curry, rubbing my eye. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on in my eye? And then all of a sudden, I kind of cannot see Kate anymore in my left eye. My left eye is just closing, but
I'm going red.
my eyes are open. And then I'm like, is my eye getting swollen? And Kate, I don't remember initially how bad it was, but it was definitely getting puffy.
I didn't want to alert you though.
You were very calm. But you know what my friend, okay, so it was getting puffy. Kate was holding it together, but my eye was,
We were almost at the end of the meal though.
yeah.
We were like at the end. We were kind of wrapping up anyway.
And then
Just-
you were like, let's go to CVS.
Yeah, let's
We
go
didn't
to
go to the
CVS
pharmacy.
and just kind of. It looks. I was like, it looks a little red. Looking back now, it was fucking red. It was like puffing up. You couldn't see out of it. It was red, and I'm thinking, oh my god, she's having an allergic reaction. She's gonna die. What is happening? What are you allergic to? You're like, I'm not allergic to anything.
I'm not allergic to anything. Meanwhile, I have no left eye.
But you were so persistent. You were like, I'm driving. I was like, I'm driving. You're like, no, I'm driving. And then
Did I drive?
You drove. Yeah.
I remember you driving. Maybe that was
No,
after
you
CVS.
drove to CVS, and then we got to CVS, which is a pharmacy here in LA, just like a normal chemist.
Mhm.
And the lady, we walked straight in, and the lady looked at Tian's face and went, oh my, like, shocked horror, went into the aisle and just got the, like, allergy medication and cracked it in the aisle and literally shoved it down your throat.
She literally like ripped open the Benadryl in the aisle.
She ripped it
Ripped
open.
open the pill capsule and was like, take it!
Like a movie, like pills flying.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Then it was big. My eye was huge. Like, it was growing. I was kind of calm but stressed. Then Kate,
Since after you took the Benadryl, like the allergy medication, I was like, okay, well, I know that works, but let's go to the emergency.
yeah, we
Let's go to the
urgent care.
urgent care. And I drove.
You drove.
I was like,
there.
get in the fucking passenger seat now. We're driving to the urgent care. We walked straight in. Usually you have to wait like 4 or 5 hours at these things. They just wrapped her back in straight away, through the back door, got her in straight away because they could see
my eye was
how
red.
bad it was.
I know I got it.
And then
Did
you were
I-
getting upset. You were getting worried. And I was
Was
like,
I?
it's okay, that's fine. We're here. The doctor's here. And inside I was stressing. I don't even know how I stayed that calm. Because normally
You were calm.
Neil can be out, like, I can be a little bit
Yeah.
overdramatic. But you were stressing out.
Long story short, you guys, I got a needle.
In her butt.
Was it in my butt?
In your ass. Yeah. I was trying to, and you didn't want me to leave the room. You're like, stay. And I was like, I'm here. And I held your hand.
Oh my god.
And you were laying
I thought I
sideways.
got it in my
No, it was in your ass. I think I have a photo of it. Yeah, because I was just like snapping away, like this is going in the scrapbook.
That may have been the last time we had time together.
I think it was because it's very traumatic for both of us. But you got it in your ass. He literally just came in, gave you the shot, and then walked back out.
Yeah,
It was like a walk in the park.
he'd been seeing swollen eyes for years.
Yeah. He was like
He was not.
He was like a
fast.
regular. Yeah. And
That
that's the Thai
That
story.
was our Thai story.
Because you said you felt like time.
I do feel like time. I'm gonna call AJ after this and be like, get us some Thai food. We're forgetting it again.
Okay, let's actually wrap up the episode. So if you're still listening,
made it
God bless you. So probably at the beginning or the end of the episode, we're going to do a weekly dream. So a weekly dream of what we maybe want to do this coming week, like or it could be for like maybe 10 years time, or like a big dream or a small dream or a literal dream.
Just anything
Anything
you think
that
about,
anything
that
that
gets
you
you excited.
Exactly, thank you.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to, like we said, thinking about it, putting it out there, like manifesting it. And if you don't like that word, then just like, I don't know, thinking good thoughts.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Get in the vibe.
Yeah, get in the vibe, exactly. Whatever you need to do to like have a good week. I think that's a good way to put it.
That's a great way to put
Because
it.
not everyone vibes with the manifest. Whatever you vibe with.
Yeah.
Just like making your week good about this one thing, and then we can come back next week and maybe see if it happened or if it's just, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Okay, what's your weekly dream?
My weekly dream. Okay, well, I have a lot of big dreams, but I think my current dream that I'm gonna put everything that I share with you guys, those 3 steps, into action this week. So when we do reconvene, I should have some updates on this. But I really, for those that don't know, I do have my own business. Yeah, for Elevate 88. You should go check it out because it's
give it a little Instagram.
At Elevate 88.
Okay, great. There we go.
That's us. That's me.
Like that.
That's me. It's a mindset and manifestation coaching business. And my dream right now, Ham, oh my God, it's so close. I can taste it. Is to hire my first team member, which also means I'm like, woo, I'm growing. But hire my first team member and have the support so I can grow the business to the vision that I have for this bad boy. But that's my weekly dream, is to hire my first assistant. And I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Okay, so what's your weekly
I
dream?
think that would be a great assistant. You can't hire me though, because I'm too busy.
I actually thought about that. I was thinking about you and your qualities as to like, what do I want in an
Yes,
assistant?
did you think about me and then write them down on your phone?
Ham's OCD is a quality that would do very well as an assistant.
Yes, organisation.
She loves the task. She loves
Notion.
this.
They need to know how to work Notion.
I don't know this. We'll talk about this. This is why I need someone. This is why I need an assistant.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, so we'll touch base next week about where that landed.
Yes.
Or in a couple of weeks. So, there's no time limit on this. It might take you a few weeks to find
I already know that's
perfect
going to happen this week.
person.
Feel
For
it.
Ella,
It's
you're like,
so
no,
close.
fuck that.
I
Fuck
already
you.
know.
I'm not going to
Yeah, I'm waiting. Don't make me wait.
Okay.
Alright, what's your weekly dream?
My weekly dream. I mean, I don't think mine's as big as yours, which I don't think really matters.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, great. I need to finish my fucking book that I've been reading. Yeah,
I love that.
that's my weekly dream. I've been, you know what?
What book is it?
It's called, oh, that's not good. Oh, it's called The Friend Zone.
Oh.
It's just like a romantic, it's a rom-com,
Ooh.
and you would actually really like it.
I don't read rom-coms.
I know, it's just fun though. It's like when you go to bed, you go to bed and you can't read making yourself better when you get to bed. What's that called?
I do.
What?
Self-development.
You read that when you get to bed?
I drown myself.
Do you know who I am? I know, but when you go to bed,
That's all I do. I wake up, I listen to Abraham Hicks. I listen to my modules. I go to bed, I read my book, which is actually right now Abraham Hicks. Ask and It's Given. I love this
ask
shit.
and it's given.
Ask and it. Ask and it is given.
Should we put that in the show notes? Our 2 books that we're both reading?
Yeah.
In case anyone wants
Such
to.
a good book. Oh, it's
I know.
a hefty read, but
Okay.
like it's got a lot of words.
What
It's
do you
like
read it on?
it's wordy.
A Kindle?
No, I have the book.
Oh, God.
Bam. You and your tech stuff.
Wait, do you
God.
highlight things?
No.
Oh, well, why do you have the book?
What? I can't read it? If I don't highlight, I'm not allowed to have a book. I'm not you, crazy lady. I'm just reading. I'm leisurely reading.
I love it. Okay, so that's my dream this week. I just want to finish my freaking book. I have been actually going to bed probably too late and then waking up too early, so not getting enough sleep as well. So I'm going to I'm going to do, can I be sneaky and do 2?
You can absolutely
More
do
sleep, finish my book.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do this week. I think that's going to make me happy.
I love that.
Yeah, just like a little, I think everyone should do that this week.
So for our
Maybe it's
listeners-
like, getting outside more or going for a run or, I don't know, reading a real book.
yes, it's
Hard-
kind of like
a hardcover
your
book.
intention for the week.
Yeah. But we're calling it Weekly Dreams because it's Downright Dreaming Podcast.
For now.
So,
That was episode 1.
that was episode 1. Should we high five?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. I hope you heard that.
Oh.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to Downright Dreaming. Episode
Yes,
1.
if you loved it, leave a review. We'd love to hear from you.
We would. And you know what? If you didn't love it, then we don't want to hear from you. What's the thing that I said before? What did your mum used to say?
Yeah, nothing nice to say.
Don't say anything at all.
Don't say anything.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay. See you next week.
We love you guys.